to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Luening, Horst Luening. That's my son Ben. And today we have the best whiskies from December 2020. So we hurried up to get our full range of whiskies. And unfortunately, we had only a few one in November.
Yeah.
Because most of the whiskies went over to December. So now we have 6 of them, which is one more than typical. But we had in November 2 less than typical.
Yeah, so the December was really, really great. But I have to say, if I look at the range here, it was really, really great for you. If I look at the whiskeys that didn't make it, then I had a 20-year-old, and I thought, oh yeah, this will be a Japanese 20-year-old good one. No. And I had the Jack Daniel's 7 and the Slipknot whiskey.
I got the good ones.
So you all got the good ones.
Most of them were for me. So we start with a very left-hand side from your point of view with the Dalwhinnie 30 years of age. This is a whiskey from the special releases from Diageo. Unfortunately, not that cheap, but 30 years, incredible good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds really good.
Yeah, it is like 2 times the 15-year-old. So this was really a great one. You find all the details about these bottles in special videos we took separately. And this one, I got a sample from distributor, so we do not have to open that full expensive bottle.
Mm-hmm.
So this was great as well.
So the next one is the only whiskey that I had this month that made it to the awards alone. And it was the Bullite 95 Rye 12 years old. So 95% rye, 5% malted barley, and 12 years in the cask. And that was a bit of the question. Is it gonna be more hefty than the rye, or is it gonna be less hefty because of the 12 years of maturation? And the answer was it's differently hefty and intense, but it's definitely a really good whiskey. But be aware, this is a prize award for a rye whiskey, and it's incredibly intense. So if you are one of these mellow liking bourbon types, or the complex and soft balanced Scotch whiskey enjoyers, then this might not be the one for you. You really have to like an intense, well-matured rye whiskey.
So take the next one as well. This is the last for you.
Yeah. The Macallan 12, a classic that just came back in a black coat. Yeah. So beautiful whiskey, nice sherry cask. A beautiful combination of sweetness, nuttiness, a little bit of spiciness. Yeah, beautiful cherry whiskey.
We remember that very well because we had it 10 minutes ago. So this was the last one in the row. And a few days before, I had the Bushmills 10 years of age Giant's Causeway cask, which is a bourbon sherry cask matured whiskey and then finished in cognac casks, and that one is sweet. It's just very, very sweet. It's triple distilled, so there's no sharpness at all in it. And this one is one of the very few Bushmills which have 46% ABV. I had to look it up. No, not 43, 46% ABV. The typical Bushmills 10 and 16-year-old they have 40% ABV, and this one is unchill filtered and has 46. And then this cognac cask maturation or finish, it's a sweet and incredible sippin'. Very good. So the next one is a specialty just for our company, an Aaron finished in Ribera del Duero casks, which is a wine region in the north and Spain on the southern slope of the Pyrenees, just in the middle between Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean. And there they have typically Tempranillo grapes, which aren't sour, which lack the sourness of some wines. and this is very well matured, a winey note in it, intense. And this one is bottled at 46%, where in former times the finishings of Arran had typically 50%. So this one is already in drinking strength, but unfortunately not available outside Germany and Austria. Yeah, very good one indeed. And the last one was an explosion. It was a, well, it is whiskey to worship. So this one is a Linkwood from Signatory Vintage in cask strength. So you may, or you have to dilute it a little bit, and matured in hogsheads, meaning ex-bourbon refill hogsheads, and then finished for 4 months in an ex-sherry cask. And look at that color. It's uncolored, it's unchill filtered.
And it's not that thick either, the glass.
Yeah, so this is a real...
This is not a round glass, this is a
gem.
Oval.
Unfortunately, it's a little bit expensive with over 120, but it's worth it. Every drop, and if you dilute it down to drinking strength, which ideally would be around 46% from my personal taste, then you will end up below 100.
You got the last award button.
I got the last award button. Hopefully it will stick.
Yeah, I only had chains for 5 of them. It doesn't.
It's there's this. Here we go.
So yeah, a nice range of whiskies. Yeah, a really, really nice range of whiskies. And now we are done with the awards of December. That means a full year has passed, and we need to go back to all the whiskies and have a look, all the awards, and have a look which one deserved the yearly award. If you'd like to participate, go down to the comments and write in there what you think. What was the best whiskey that we had this year? We only judge the whiskies that we had every year. So if you have any particular preferences, then write it in the comments.
And you're able to look at the Whisky.com whiskey database. There you find also the whiskies of the year in 2019 and I think 2018 as well. And there you can see what we already had. So those are really excellent whiskies. And if you would like to make yourself a reward for the past year, then look around them and
get one of them.
Get one. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that was it. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.